Filing your 1099 doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. You can actually do it yourself in just a few minutes. No accountant, no confusion, no wasted time. This video is sponsored by Tax 1099, an IRS-authorized e-file provider that helps small businesses file their 1099s online quickly and stay compliant. And if you want to follow along, you can use my coupon code GEORGE15 at checkout to get 15% off your first filing. Let's start with the basics, and then I'll show you exactly how to file step by step using the Tax 1099 platform. What is a 1099 NEC? Form 1099 NEC is used to report payments you've made to non-employees, like freelancers, contractors, or vendors, totaling $600 or more in a year. If you run a small business and you've paid someone for services who isn't on your payroll, you probably need to issue a 1099 NEC. Starting in 2026, the filing threshold will increase to $2,000, but the process stays the same. It's how the IRS keep tracks of income paid outside a regular payroll, and it's your responsibility as the payer to report it. Who needs to file and exemptions? If you pay them through a third-party processor like PayPal, Stripe, or a credit card, you don't need to issue a 1099 NEC because those are reported separately on Form 1099-K. But if you pay them directly by cash, check, or bank transfer, this form is required. Requirements checklist. Before filing, you will need payer details: your name/business name, EIN or SSN, and address. Recipient details: their name, tax ID, and address, usually from a W-9 form. Federal details: the total non-employee compensation and any federal tax withheld. State details: the payer's state number and any state tax withheld. If you don't have a W-9, Tax 1099 even lets you request one directly inside the platform, so you can collect contractor info automatically. Once you've gathered these, you're ready to file. Now, let's actually file a 1099 NEC from start to finish. Step-by-step e-filing demo. Number 1. Create your account. Go to tax1099.com and click Sign Up. Enter your email and password. Your account is free to create, and you only pay when you file your first form. Once inside your dashboard, click Forms on the left sidebar, select the tax year, for example, 2025, and choose Form 1099 NEC. Number 2. Add payer details. If you've already added your payer information, you can select it from the dropdown. Otherwise, click Add Payer. For individuals, enter your name, SSN, phone number, and address. For a business, enter your business name, EIN, phone number, and address. Once added, this information is saved for future years, so you won't need to re-enter it. Number 3. Add recipient details. Next, click Add Recipient and fill out their details: name, TIN, and address. If you've already added them before, you can choose them from the dropdown. If you have their email, enter it. This enables e-delivery, which I'll show in a moment. If you don't already have your contractor's W-9 form on file, you can also request it directly inside Tax 1099 before filing. Just click Request W-9, enter their email address, and the platform will send them a secure link to complete and sign it online. Once they submit it, their information automatically appears in your recipient lists. No manual data entry needed. Accuracy here is key because even a small typo can cause an IRS rejection. Number 4. Enter payment information. Now, enter the non-employee compensation you paid during the year, say $2,500. If you sold products worth $5,000 or more to the recipient for resale, you can use the direct sales box, but most small businesses will leave that blank. If you withheld any federal or state taxes, fill those in. Though, for most contractors, these stay at 0. Number 5. Automatic state filing detection. Now, here is one of the most helpful features in Tax 1099. As soon as you enter the payment amounts, taxes withheld, and recipient details, the system automatically checks whether state filing is required for that recipient's state. If it's required, a pop-up appears asking if you would like to opt in for state filing. You can click Yes to opt in. For example, Arkansas requires state filing if payment exceeds $2,500. So if you enter that amount, the state filing pop-up appears. If you change it to $2,000, it disappears because you no longer meet the threshold. This feature ensures you stay compliant with every state's rules. No need to memorize thresholds or check IRS charts. The system will autofill payer state ID, state name, and state income if required based on the details you have provided. Number 6. Review and continue. After filling in all the details, click Save and Continue to move to the next screen. If you're filing for multiple contractors, choose the Save and Add New 1099 NEC to add more recipients. Before submitting, you can click Calculate to preview the final cost based on the services you selected. Number 7. Delivery options and TIN match. Now, it's time to deliver the recipient copies. You can choose USPS mail to print and mail the recipient copies, or you can choose e-delivery, which securely emails the forms to your recipients. This option only works once they give consent, keeping it IRS compliant. To avoid IRS rejections, you can also run a TIN match. This checks the tax ID and name combination against IRS records, helping you avoid common errors. The checkbox for state filing appears only when it is required, as per the details you have provided. Tax 1099 automatically shows this checkbox to help ensure compliance with state-specific requirements. If there is no checkbox, then state filing is not required as per the details you have provided. Once everything looks good, click Submit. Tax 1099 will e-file your forms with the IRS and update the status once it's accepted. Deadlines and penalties. The deadline to file Form 1099 NEC and send a copy to your contractors is January 31st each year. If that date falls on a weekend or holiday, it moves to the next business day. For the 2025 tax year, that's February 2nd, 2026. Penalties for missing the deadline are steep. And if you're filing electronically, you don't need to submit Form 1096. That's only for paper filings. Why Tax 1099? Tax 1099 isn't just for 1099 NEC forms. You can also file W-2s, 1099 MISC, and even payroll forms, all in one place. It integrates directly with QuickBooks, Xero, and FreshBooks. So if you already use accounting software, you can import your payer data automatically. Compared to accounting platforms like QuickBooks, Tax 1099 is more affordable for bulk filing and gives you more control over compliance. Pricing model. Tax 1099 uses tiered pricing, which means the more forms you file, the less you pay per form. And that's it. You've just seen how easy it is to file your 1099 NEC online. Tax 1099 helps you stay compliant with both federal and state rules, verify tax IDs, and deliver contractor copies, all without leaving your desk. To get started, click the link in the description and use my coupon code GEORGE15 to get 15% off your first filing. They've also launched a new product called ZenWork Payments, which lets you automate payments to your contractors and vendors with flexible payment options. It's an all-in-one solution for accounts payable, vendor management, and effortless tax compliance, thanks to its built-in 1099 filing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.